A 13-year-old girl, barely a teenager, was found vaping openly outside Singapore's state courts, but this wasn't just about nicotine. What she inhaled was something far more dangerous. Authorities say it was Etomidate, a potent anesthetic used in surgeries, now dangerously finding its way into illegal vape cartridges disguised as trendy devices among youth. How did it come to this? And why are Kpods, these unregulated drug-laced e-vaporizers, exploding in popularity among teens? Welcome to 2230. Today we break down one of the most troubling public health alarms in recent months, one that exposes a dangerous cocktail of youth experimentation, social media hype, and criminal exploitation. This disturbing case started on the 24th of April, when a teenage girl was spotted vaping near the state courts. She was visibly disoriented, described as having an unsteady gait and acting as though oblivious to her surroundings. A passerby raised the alarm. When the health sciences authority stepped in, the results were chilling. The vape cartridge was laced with Etomidate. That's a controlled drug used by doctors to induce anesthesia before surgery. It should only ever be used under close medical supervision, and here it was being puffed by a 13-year-old. Following her identification, authorities raided her home and tracked down the suspected seller, a 25-year-old man now arrested. His 26-year-old wife is also assisting in investigations. Several more pods and another e-vaporizer, all found with Etomidate, were seized from the couple. So the question is, how widespread is this? Kpods, as they are now being called, are emerging as a terrifying underground trend. They are not your usual e-cigarettes. These devices often carry psychoactive substances like ketamine or Etomidate, offering users a stronger high, but at an extremely dangerous cost. And the worst part? They are being marketed and circulated to teens, many as young as 12 or 13. Videos circulating online, especially through platforms like Telegram, show teens collapsing, shaking uncontrollably, or passing out after using Kpods. In fact, 2 suspected Kpod-related youth deaths were reported in late 2024. Why are these substances so dangerous for teens? Because the teenage brain is still developing. Experts warn that substances like ketamine and Etomidate can disrupt key neurodevelopmental processes. Long-term effects may include memory impairment, emotional instability, increased risk of psychiatric disorders, and poor cognitive performance. These aren't just short-term highs, they are potentially lifelong consequences. And if you're thinking, but vaping's banned in Singapore so this shouldn't be happening, you're right, but also it is happening. Singapore has strict laws. Purchase, possession and use of e-vaporizers are prohibited here, whether you buy them online or bring them in from overseas. The penalty? Up to 2,000 Singapore dollars. But if the pod contains controlled substances like Etomidate, the stakes rise dramatically, up to 2 years in jail and or a 10,000 Singapore dollar fine. Still, this hasn't stopped the black market. What's also alarming is how little awareness there is. Parents often don't recognize these devices. Teachers may not be trained to spot the signs. And with peer pressure and the lure of social media-driven trends, more teens may be experimenting with substances they don't fully understand. So where do we go from here? How do we tighten regulations, boost education, and ensure young Singaporeans don't fall into a trap that could change their lives forever? What can parents, educators, and society at large do to catch this before it becomes an epidemic? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Should there be stricter online policing? More school engagement? Tougher penalties for illegal sellers? If you found this episode insightful, give us a like, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to 2230 for more hard-hitting discussions. We'll be watching this case closely, and we want to know, are Kpods a passing threat or a long-term public health disaster in the making?